Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Begulia and I am currently in my third year here at UMKC. I'm a psychology major with a double major in criminal justice, and I also have two jobs. So when it comes to free time or even having time to really breathe, I don't have it. And when it comes to community involvement, I'm not really involved, unfortunately. Growing up, I had a really bad home life, and I was more worried about how I was going to feed my family or how my family was going to eat rather than how I was going to help other people out in the community. Um, when I was 10, my dad had a brain aneurysm and he was the breadwinner, and it left my mom, kind of trying to pick up the pieces and figure out how she was going to feed us. And then also left a lot of worry on me as well as a kid, and which is terrible, but it's just something that I had to go through. And, like I said, it didn't leave me wondering what I could do for the community. It left me wondering what I could do for myself. So it was really hard, but, growing up now that I'm living on my own and being an adult, I've realized how important it is to be involved in your community, whether it's just, saying hello to your neighbors and knowing who they are, or, going to your community events and stuff like that. It is really important to have that support system and that group other than just your family. There are people around you that can be there for you if you need it. Like, for example, when I was going through those hardships as a kid, I remember me and my family numerous times going to the food pantry, our local church, to the food pantry, and they would give us food, give us non-perishable items, things that we could eat. I remember one time it was my birthday and they gave me a birthday cake, just stuff like that to try to make our lives a little bit easier and take a little bit of the weight off our shoulders. Through our community was so amazing. And I remember thinking as a kid, like, I'm so blessed that we had these resources, that our community came together for not only us, but many other people as well, so that they could have, something as well. I think it's really awesome that a lot of communities do that for the less fortunate that don't have a lot. And I even remember them paying our bills as well. I for sure remember them paying a light bill one time, and just that in itself is amazing, that there are people around to be able to help you if you are going through something. And I remember thinking that that was so important as a kid, having that. And then, even recently moving out on my own, I recently downloaded this app called Neighbors, and it's an app that you set your radius within, like if you want to know what's happening 10 miles with where your house is, you can see. So any crime that's happening, if somebody lost their dog, and is missing their dog, they can send out an alert on this app, and I get notifications. So, if there was a robbery 2 blocks away, I'm going to get a notification for it. If somebody's missing a dog, I'm going to get a notification for it. Or if I find a dog, I could go on that app and see if anybody had been missing a dog, which I think is pretty awesome because it's a good resource for sure, to be involved, but not really be involved, because I know there are a lot of people, like myself included, that are kind of like homebodies and don't really want a lot of people in my business, kind of per se. But this is still being aware of things that are happening around you without, having to be like in it. So I think that the Neighbors app is a really good tool as well. But just, yeah, I think being involved in the community is so important now, especially, like I said, now that I'm older and have my own place, and know what it's like to have neighbors and that type of thing. And I think that, especially now that I'm older, and if I ever do find some free time, I would really like to go, volunteer and do things for my community, especially since, I've been in need and I have needed help, and, I've been one of those people that the community has helped. I would love to give my time sometime. And I think that this class is going to, kind of push me to do that, because, I'm learning about it and hearing about it and talking about it and writing about it. And I think that it's going to be super awesome. And I'm super excited. So thanks. Nice to meet everybody.